Yo, yo, what's up? Good morning, y'all. How we doing, man? Sunday morning, Sunday, close to Sunday afternoon. Hopefully, everybody's doing good out there. Watch the phalanges, watch the backside. Hopefully, already taking place, man. Once again, hopefully, all my people's on the northeast and everywhere that it snows, everybody's safe and everybody is doing well. Like I said, we're gonna have a nice little show to start off the first episode of Coffee Table Talk with History and Cosmology Bay. What's up, Pete? Thanks for coming this morning. Yeah, we're setting this off this morning on History and Bay. Thanks for the people pulling up. I'll give a shout out to Grown Man Talk. First in the building on the live. We got Duck Duck Goose. Good morning, honey. How you doing? How's everybody feeling on this Sunday morning? JM, how you doing? What's going on? Candy. She's probably surprising I'm up early on a Sunday, but yeah, we're trying to do some little new, little nice little brief little program I set up for you. How you doing over there, Candy? Good morning, peace and blessings to Brown Sugar. I knew it. I don't understand. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. This thing that knocked me out. I'm trying to wait for the guests, and then this thing knocked me out. Well, at least you can get some. Go somewhere you got a porch or whatever to catch you some. Get that vitamin D going, Pandy. We got a couple of bush babies in the house and a couple of people that wasn't who had the jet. They ran away, waiting for Bay to pull up on it now. Oh, me neither. I only seen the video of when he's supposed to got out there. I haven't. I don't know why we having a problem pulling up Bay. I don't get it. But JM, I don't know. I seen when he pulled up out of there, and that's the only thing. So at least the brother is landed safe. I'm pretty sure that he'll probably do a live this afternoon or whatever once he gets settled. Dr. Goose. Yeah, okay. How you been, JM? I see you been showing love. I think for the support, bro, coming through and checking me out. Just waiting for the guests. You know, it's all this is how it always works for some reason. Whether the people are content creators or not, it's always I don't know how it gets difficult. It's the same, and them big bad iPhones be having problems getting on these shows. Tommy D, what's the deal, my brother? Good Sunday morning. How you doing? Thanks for pulling up on me. I'm just waiting for the guests to pull up. Um, yeah, again too on Duck Duck Goose. I thank you for coming in, showing your support when you see that I'm up around. I don't know where he's having a. Yeah, I know. I think, but the thing that's kind of good though, JM, he went and seen a young lady. He went and seen somebody that he's been in contact for a while. So hopefully, he is. Thank you for that, Doctor. How's your weather out there, Deuce? Y'all didn't get hit with any bad weather in your area, right? I want to make sure that most of my people are secure because, like I said up here, but I know you down there in good weather. I think you in Louisiana. You told me, but we got like hit with a lot of bad weather, just big time snowstorm here up north. We got hit with about at least about a foot and a half of snow, but luckily for us, it finally stopped. Yeah, I think this. Oh, finally. All right.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, there you go.
Peace,
So,
peace. Yeah, I finally got in.
all right, great. So, how you doing this morning, brother?
I'm good. I'm
I'm
good. I
good. I'm
can't
good. I can't
complain.
complain.
Why is it
Why is it
echoing?
echoing?
I don't know. I don't hear any. I usually never hear anything, but I don't hear anything.
All right,
All right,
good,
good,
good.
good.
Hmm. You said it
It's
looks
like
It's
cold.
echoing
like
on
echoing
mine,
on mine.
but ask anybody
Ask
else, do they
anybody
hear
else,
any
do they hear
echo?
any echo?
Do y'all hear the echo? Looks cold. Deuce,
If
deuce,
they
deuce,
don't,
If they
then
deuce,
it's
don't,
deuce,
good.
then it's
duck,
good.
duck, deuce. I'm good myself, but usually I don't hear it. But I like usually Tommy D will say, Tommy D, messing with the echo, but we're good. Uh,
Okay. I
Okay.
think
cause
it's
yeah,
on.
if
I
it's
think it's on
bad,
my
just
my side, but it's
Side, but
okay.
it's okay.
oh, Brown Sugar says she can hear echo. I don't know what we can do if it's any problems on my side because
I don't know. Do I
I don't
let me
know.
gotta
Do I
see.
gotta
go out and come
go
back
come
in?
back in?
Well, you had a problem doing that the provincial time, so I don't want to take those chances.
I
You
know,
said
but I
too
don't want to
much.
mess
Oh,
up
they
the.
said yeah, they said they is. Try it. You turn off your YouTube.
All right, let
All
me
right.
let me
Let me
go
let me
out. Let
go
me
out.
come
Let me
back in.
come
Let me
back
see
in. Let me see
something.
something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I'm saying. You still hear the echo now? Why does this people hit me up at this only time? Close it. I don't know what it could be. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what it could be. How it could be me. There's nothing else. There's nothing else on there. Yeah, you. I understand that, Tommy, but it's no. I'm not using nothing but no YouTube. Oh, I don't know why he would have. You should know that. Great. Well, like I said, if this type of thing doesn't happen, then it wouldn't be a history show. So hopefully he can come back through and be good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. No, I know it was the person. Oh, thank you, Penny. Did you have a success yesterday? I just seen that you do something big again. You had 10,000 historians in here. That was great. Yeah, I don't know where. Or we're just waiting for Bay, but I don't know what's the issue. I think because he was trying to. I don't know. Everybody come in and do things differently. I knew it was because he was already asking for me to send a link. So I don't know. There you go. Hey, Penny, how's it going?
Hey
Hey,
T.
T.
Oh, what a blessing. She actually would come up on the morning of the show. Oh, you can hear Echo still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
because
still
I
got the
still got the
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I was
I
just
was
coming
just
up real
coming up
quick to
real quick
tell
to
your
tell your
guest
guest
when he
when he
hits the
hits the
YouTube, I'm
YouTube,
sorry,
I'm
when he
sorry,
hits
when
the
he hits the
StreamYard link
StreamYard link
to
to
close the
close the
YT app.
YT app.
That's what I usually tell everybody, but I don't get it. I mean, he's a veteran, too. I don't know because he said now she got an echo, so I don't know. Oh yeah, she said that she know. Thank you for telling us, Mandy. I don't know. Just hopefully you just come back. But I'm sorry for the wait, y'all. But we're still here anyway. Y'all get acquainted. We see the Brown Sugars in the building. Tommy D, JM, all of y'all. I don't know if y'all don't know each other. Say hello. There's nothing wrong. You said required them to wear the what's his name? Mr. Beachwood with a $10 to the super chat. That is wonderful. Being blessed this weekend in these shows. Got to get off to a rocky stay all the time. Thank you, Beachwood. He comes through and shows love when he comes through. Oh yeah, thank you, Penny. Like I said, Dad, I want you to come back so you can at least do what I asked you on the last time. Well, while we wait for Bay to come back. So you could just tell the people that are here who you are that don't know about the channel and stuff. But just turn off your your YouTube and come back for a second, Penny, until Bay comes back. Once again, Devin Beachwood, I appreciate you. I'll put it up there too. I just hope they don't have a problem. Okay, let's see. We can get paid this time.
Peace.
Peace. All right, how are we looking, ladies and gentlemen, out on the Wild Wild West? How are we looking out in the for the guests? Guess how does he sound now? Beg, go ahead.
I hope I'm
I hope I'm
good.
good.
I hear echo. I don't know
I
what's going on.
Oh, you hear it again?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
I'm
really
not
sure what the
sure
hell
what
is
the
going
hell is
on.
going on.
But
Yeah, 'cause
I mean, let's proceed. Let's proceed, man.
yeah, that's the best way. That's the only way. He said, no, not good, bro. All right, well, anyway, so we'll just try to figure out because yo, y'all, it's funny. They always go crazy about it. Yo,
Yes.
like I
So
said, the
sometimes it
only thing
stops.
is it did no, but at the same time, did you the like I said, how did you go to about coming into the to the channel? Because like I said, the best thing, like if you come, you're using your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm using
Yeah, I'm
my
using
phone.
my
I
phone. I
smashed into
smashed
the
into the
link.
link. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what the problem is. That's why I actually try to ask you to do what I said. Because when you come in, you got to get rid of the YouTube once you come in. That's the problem. That's why it's an echo. Once you get in here, you have to get rid of the YouTube.
Oh damn! I
Oh
don't know
damn!
how
I
to
don't know
do
how
it
to do it
another way.
another way. All right, this is what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say before you even got on. Like,
Yeah.
play it the normal way that if say you was just you seen my channel on this something like we wasn't doing this and you just you was in the crowd, you was in the panel. I mean you was in the crowd and then you seen the link and you hopped on the panel.
Right.
Right.
Try.
But
Oh, try
once
it
you
that way.
yeah, but once you do that, you're gonna be up there, and then that YouTube screen is gonna be still there on your phone, and you should see the window and just exit it out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
So
He
you want me to
said
try
go
it
to
that way?
Chrome and turn the YouTube off. Yeah, because they're saying that they hear it bad. But after that, if it don't work, then we're just gonna proceed because there's nothing else we can do. I think you guys, everybody, just try it that way. Bay. Just try to
Okay.
like just yeah. You see how like I left the link, so just do it right. Power car, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming this morning, Deuce. Thank you, honey. Thanks for the support, all of y'all, and the patience. But if this time, if you don't got it, we've been trying to do this. We don't want to be stagnated. But I appreciate y'all. And once again, I hope that everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Um, Power car, how are you doing down there in and my boy doing down there in Bama? I see you, Kenny Cutthroat. We got you. I think me, you, and True got one of the games. We'll see which one. The early game, I think. Duck Duck Deuce with the sticker. So they're showing mad love to help me out with YouTube. That is definitely good. Yes, salute. Tommy D, everybody. Tommy,
Yo, there's a bad echo.
How bad is it?
Oh, bad, bro.
I don't understand it. So,
And now there's still another echo. T, I think it's you too.
I don't know how it could be. There's no way possible. Then there's nothing that you can do about it. We just gotta proceed. I don't hear anything.
Just take all your windows off, y'all.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. There's no windows. There's no windows, period. I know how to do it. That's why I don't understand. He said it's too bad. I don't understand what's going on. It's just bad. Then it is terribly bad because I don't get why that's happening. There's nothing. My phone is no other. I wasn't on anything. Let's see how it sounds now. If we don't, all right, Tommy. Because either way, it's just the show's just gonna have to. Oh Lord, now you can't even get through.
Keep it up, brother.
I'll
pop up again if you need me. Salute.
All right, sorry, my brother. You can't even get past stage one. Jabbar, what's the deal? Oh, is that right? No, I would do that too as well. That's what I usually do just to make sure that it's not me, Penny. That's what I usually do. But now he's having a problem even getting up here. But that's what I'm gonna do this time. Okay.
Peace.
All right. So I'm sorry, y'all. Regardless of what, we're just going with it. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry because there's nothing that we can do about y'all, regardless of what. So if it doesn't, so we're gonna carry on. But this start. What up, TSM rapper? Thanks for coming by, bro. Hope you could deal with the Windy City right now, if that's what's still taking place. But which was better. But we're gonna start off this first episode of what we're gonna call Coffee Table Talk with T History and Cosmology Bay. So Bay, I'll set it off with you. What you want to go with? What's gonna be like? What's today's what you have on your mind this morning, brother?
I like to always go on the conversations that we have, like one-on-one, and how we were speaking about YouTube, and how the YouTube sector is going, and the fake friendships, how we were speaking about forced friendships and things of that nature. So we could just keep it on there, and if anyone has any questions, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's fine. So basically, that's what's up. So, huh?
When I'm talking, right? You see how you muted your mic?
Right.
It stopped echoing.
I know. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I know that. That's why I did it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But because this is basically was supposed to be a program for us. If you wasn't, but you just yes.
No, I just wanted to see if I was echoing.
Oh, now yeah, it is a little bit.
Mute your mic, T. Okay.
Am I
Go ahead, sis.
I'm just trying to technical difficulties. Am I echoing?
No, when he mutes his mic, no one echoes.
Oh, okay. So I started up without my YouTube channel even being in my top. So maybe just only have the StreamYard in your app open and see if that works, because that's what I did. I'm
right. All right. So because either way, we just need to proceed. All right, just go ahead, because we're just gonna proceed because I don't know. We're just gonna go ahead. All right.
Okay, love.
Deuce, thank you for the sticker. Appreciate it. So, what I said before I mute, we're just gonna carry on like you said. So, we, for yourself, dealing with, you've been a content creator yourself for how long?
I've been for a minute. Yeah, mute your mic. For a minute, man. I've been doing this for a minute. Actually, since like the MySpace days. Then the Facebook days, YouTube days, but I've been doing it for a minute. But I just been doing it at like the same speed. You know what I mean? Just low key, just spreading knowledge and jewels, and that's it. But I've been doing it for a minute. I'll say maybe since like maybe 2005.
Yeah, that's cool. So, I mean, because I want to get to the parts like you were saying where, building relationships, how you gone apart, like going with relationships, far as YouTube goes, far as like meeting people and like networking and stuff in that nature.
Yeah, I think that it should always be a 50-50 thing. Sometimes it's not going to be 50-50. It's going to be 70-30, 60-40, but I think it should always be genuine from the heart. Like we were speaking the other night about forced friendships and fake YouTube friends, where you got certain people that'll jump on your platform and they act like they rooting for you. And as soon as you do one thing that they don't like, next thing you know, you're a bozo and they're exposing your family's business. So I think that it should always be a 50-50 thing. And when you're doing something for someone, it should always be from the heart. It shouldn't be from the ego or you doing it for some type of get back.
Well, that's absolutely true. I've seen that obviously with my runnings and my travel and my journey. Um have you, um dealt with any type of bad relationships, I could say, um recently on YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, people are funny, man. People are funny, man. You got some people that will subscribe to you. Then they find your Instagram and everything. They Instagram you, for all different type of reasons, and then go mute and then go ghost. People are funny, man. So yeah, definitely, I have seen some people come up and then they get a little notoriety or they get a little fame, so-called fame, and they switch up and me, I take everything as a lesson, so I don't take it personal, like, yo, this person is this, that. I'm not going to slander them or make videos about them, but I have seen people do that, and it's just a lesson. But a lot of times it's something in your mind or your heart that that's going to happen. You just like, wow. And sometimes we make ourselves accessible for it to happen to us. So that's why I just show people love, and then I fall back and I just show people love. I don't do nothing like for the ego that's gonna say, "Oh, I want people to see me doing this," so I do everything from the heart. But of course, some people they come up, and then as soon as they get that little quote unquote YouTube fame, they totally switch up, and then they might point the finger at you for acting funny. Yo, you don't support me, this, that, and the third, but we're supporting each other here. So yeah, definitely, it happens.
Do you think that at any point though that it's like, do you think that the content has anything to do with like someone who get into certain issues with people? Do you think that, like, say for instance, like if you're, if you're all positive, do you think that that person probably engages or encounter more hatred or, fake false YouTube friends or compared to
Um,
others?
yeah, definitely it's gonna happen because you could be dealing with someone, right? And they want you to live your life the way that they live their life. Like sometimes you might have some people I have some people tell me, yo, you're too positive, and I think that you should, step on the gas a little bit harder. And then you got some people that's super militant, and some people that's like over passive. So some people might want you to live your life the way that they live their life, and then you're gonna kind of bump heads. But if a person comes at you like that, then it's really no respect, because I respect people the way that they are. Yo, this is you, this is me, but I still respect you for what you can bring to the table and the things that you share. Because just because someone doesn't live their life like I do, I can still learn from them, and I'm grateful for that. So a lot of times that does happen, and you could be dealing with someone that's like the super troll. They get all the hate, and you're gonna get that hate. That some of that hate is gonna come to you. But if you can if you can honestly deal with that and in the way you carry yourself, then I would say rock with that person. But sometimes you have to let people go. But I think before you let them go, you should always let them know about themselves. Like, yo, bro, man, I don't think this is even safe for you to be doing. Trolling everyone, telling everyone the SMD, yo, bro, this is not safe. And I don't want to be a part of that, because you got to remember, a lot of people see your face, but you don't see their face. And you walk in the street and someone hop out a car on you for what someone else said, and you're not even really that cool with that person. It's just a YouTube relationship or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, you beat me to the punch, because I was gonna ask you that. How would you feel like if you know, off scenes, we're kicking it like we have before, and I just be like, yo, you know what was going on in that room the other day? It was me. I'm the troll. How would you feel if like one of your buddies was like a troll causing havoc?
You know, you got good trolls and you got bad trolls, depending what you're trolling for. But if they're causing havoc, I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna say, yo, this ain't right, baby bro. You know, I think that you should calm down a little bit, because you might be putting yourself, you might be putting Granny, you know, Mom Dukes, your pops, your little brother, whoever, at risk. And a lot of times these people don't care about themselves, but they ignore the other people that might be more accessible. You know, your uncle got to walk to the store every day. Grandma got to walk to the corner store. You might be in a vehicle or whatever, you know. So, but I would definitely tell them, like, yo, this ain't, you know, this ain't real right. And I think that you should slow down and rethink this, man. How you going about it?
Brad, you are not a good troll, Brad. No, you're not. No, you're not. Man. I mean, so for briefly, would you let, since if it's probably a few people who are not too familiar with yourself, so would you let the people that's here and the people that's going to catch you in replay across the world know who Cosmology Bay is and what they could expect when they start going to your platform?
Yeah, Cosmology Bay everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You could just Google me, Cosmology Bay. You know, get a little idea of what I'm about. I just like helping people. I like spreading knowledge, and you know, when you look me up, you can just expect knowledge. If you have any questions, you can always email me, hit DM me, you know, call me, whatever. T got my number. And that's just what I'm about, man. Helping people, community work. We do feeding the homeless. You know, I work with Vocal for the homeless, less fortunate, low income residents, and stuff like that, man. So that's what I like to do. Some of the stuff I put on video. Sorry.
Yeah, with you saying that, my fault for cutting you, because I was thinking about the spicy chicken, the pollo. He's in the building and he has soup drops. If you're not
Peace to him.
familiar with the pollo, he's in there. You should like try to start kicking it with him. You know, maybe y'all can bounce some ideas with one another, especially off of what you said. But we can move further. Also, everybody in the beautiful chat with the like buttons on, I see y'all. Don't hurt your fingers pressing the like button. I know how it gets. Um, me and Bay is gonna do is like, he's like, you see him all fit. He's a person that hits the gym and likes to get his tea on and stuff like that and stay healthy, physically and mentally. So as we try to have this program go further and further, and this is the first edition, for the people that always come when we have these shows, we're gonna leave it to y'all, starting with like today, to have questions for us or for both of us about ideas moving further. So this is like an ongoing dialogue of the same day. Every, you know what I'm saying, every episode will just be a continuation of just mentally getting better, physically getting better, and just doing what we normally do by being good people. You know what I mean? Bay, you can go ahead with something that you have on your mind that you want to say. I don't have to lead it.
No, I would just say, yo, I'm thank you for having me. You know, peace and love to all the subscribers and all the supporters. And you know, me and T History, man, we have good conversations over the phone. I've been knowing T for some time now, from like the beginning coming up, and I just watch your growth and your development, man. And I'm really proud with you. And I love your cooking channel and everything like that. And you know, and I just you know, like you said, we're gonna leave it to the subscribers and the supporters. If they got any questions, anything they want me to speak about, you know, we're here to share knowledge and we're here to build together. So anything that I don't know that they know, they could add on, and and we add on, and it's like a plus degree. But yeah, that's just about it, man. So if anybody got any questions, answers, anything, any topics they want to bring up. But another thing is, the forced friendships and things on YouTube. I just tell people, to beware for people who's trying to ride their wave and come up off of them. Like we don't got to name no names, but you see certain groups where people do that, and then the next thing you know, they're doing stuff and they're working with the so-called enemy of that person, and that person's a lame. And then another thing is, I tell people to be careful on here. You're trolling people. You're here in New York, and this right here should be to help people. You don't have to be the biggest YouTuber, as long as you got some solid subscribers. Like sometimes you can have a live and you can have like 13 to 20 people in the building, man. But if those 20 people are solid, then it's more better than having 30,000 people in the chat and these people is loose. You know what I mean?
Yes, I definitely agree with that. I tell them people, the majority of the people are here, people did always rock with me. Like, my other partner, my late night co-host was down there, Friendly Extortion. It's repeat people that's in here. We try to keep it tight knit. Like, of course, you want to grow, you want to have a big chat room and stuff like that. But I don't want to get all of us a hands on. And I was saying this the other day. There's like most of the people that do rock with me, messing with me more, do maybe some of the personalities smiling, joking and stuff like that. But I think that people get that I'm a real person and genuine with them, and then we're all hands on with each other. So that having 50, 60, 80, not when you start getting to that level, that meter's running so fast that you don't even get to see what nobody say. Like you see them other platforms, and then you wonder why, even though that's something else in itself. But you see that the host is always then he's responding to the haters and the trolls, but he got real people who got real questions and people who's really there to rock with that person, but they don't even get looked at. And I don't want to get to a point that people who have ideas or come to see me, and it's like they go 2 shows and they didn't even get a word in, or that I didn't read a message or something like that. So that's what we try to focus on, that everybody, you can voice their opinion if they're here for that. Some people don't care about it, but like we was talking about, people try to say, oh, it's just YouTube doing most as a person. But it's hard to say that when you're dealing with people every day and what's going on outside in the world. A lot of people are on YouTube, and this is what they use for their source of entertainment and what they do. So you build relationships, like you said before, where you have to be careful because, you're building relationships and certain things are coming at you, but you got to then remind yourself that certain people have agendas. You're trying to do one thing, this person's trying to do another thing. So it's like, that's why you can only ask the people that are
your intent, you know what I mean? It's also your intent and what you're doing it for. Some people are doing it because they want to be quote unquote stars, or they want that fame. But like when you called me and you had contact me, and we always speak, you told me, yo, you want me to jump on, no hesitation. Some other people call me and I gotta think about it, or I gotta say, I don't think I really want to do this. But when brother T History called me, no hesitation, I'm jumping on whenever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? So it's the intent also. And I know when you called me and when we speak and you ask me to get on the show, you give me that great opportunity. I know you're doing it from the heart. I know you ain't doing it for the ego, this, that, and the third. So that's why I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And other dudes, a lot of like people hit me up, yo, you need to come to Clubhouse, you need to do this. And then I think about it and say, what for? You know what I'm saying? You want me to get up there and argue and sound like a madman? Nah, so they're not doing it from the heart. These dudes don't even call me on the phone or nothing, but they hit me on the gram. Yo, I need you to get on. You don't need me to do nothing. So brother like T History, I'm always going to come and rise to the occasion, man, because you got a nice, solid support community. And I like how they show you love and y'all communicate. And that's love.
I see what's name left some knowledge born. I'll see what's up if you leave me some more information or left information for me to see exactly what you asking me for. Yeah, that's definitely true. Everybody try to gain off of people, and then like I said, I do genuine things. I don't have no big time motive except for just seeing everybody try to win. And like I
Right.
said, to see this platform win, but it's not to be using anybody. Like you said, people do exactly what you were talking about. Make those calls or expect something from you, but don't even care about you personally and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I feel funny about it. Just like I was thinking about before I came live, I just left a young lady six a message, and I'm like, oh man. Then we came live because I asked her to come here, but then I'm like, I didn't even say hi to the girl. I felt funny, so it's like stuff like that, and I recognize it. So, but others they don't recognize things like that. They'll keep using you, and the more that you allow it to happen, the more that they will continue to do it.
Mm, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah. So he in the show. Okay. Yeah, I definitely would need you to sub to the channel for starters, and we see what you're talking about. Like I said before, there goes six. There she go right there. Yeah, I said I didn't even say good morning, sweetheart. So good morning. I was just talking about you, six. That I asked you to come, and I didn't even see how my sweetie was doing. Kiss the babies for me. But yeah, we could continue on. Like I said, babe, with something else that you had. I know you had something else besides well basically the friendships and YouTube in itself. What about Friendly? You don't got anything on your mind, Friendly, or nobody in the chat? My brother Tommy D. Oh, you gonna blame it on me, Richie? Richie said he gained 5 pounds watching my food videos. Oh man,
No, I
that's
told you. I told you. Mute your mic real quick. No, I told you. Every time I watch your channel, brother, I go into the kitchen. I start wanting to make something, and I start thinking that I'm a cook, man. So I could believe him. I could believe him.
my fault, Rich. My fault, Rich. It's all good though. You know how to. I'm pretty sure you find a way to burn it off. You got some good games that he's in the sports too. We got some good games tonight in a few hours. Um, yeah, man. I'm trying to think of something else we talked about. That's why like it's funny when you try to jot stuff down. I'm kind of deadheading and leaving it on you. Let me see this.
Right,
Let me see.
right.
Oh yeah,
Well,
exactly.
we can speak about
For you,
things that's going on Facebook. You know, I got mute the mic real quick.
Mm.
Yeah, I got some concerns for some of our friends, man. Some of the people, I guess, that we kind of came up with in this YouTube thing was about, I think, like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, maybe when you jumped on it. 3 years ago, we met each other. But yeah, I got some concerns about some of our quote unquote YouTube friends and which direction they going in. I think some of them is going left, man. Some people putting their life in danger. And I try to contact these people and let them know on the DM tip, yo, listen, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I said this before, Bay. I think, and this is for everybody as well, when it comes to like the doxing and the disrespect. What I've noticed is I think people have that comfortability, like you said, being in New York City and a lot of other content creators also because how big our city is. I think that people just feel comfortable that the worst won't happen, or they won't be seen, or the quote unquote outside. They don't go outside, so they kind of feel
Right.
comfortable to kind of carry on the way that they carry on. But I tell people all the time, it's like, man, you don't underestimate anybody. And if somebody does get on a plane or somebody do travel 15 to 16 hours, they're not trying to hear you tell them, oh, that was just YouTube. So that's not going to work. So the people who will play those dangerous games for no reason at all, or just to, content and clicks and views, y'all are playing with fire. But that's just something that that they're gonna have to figure out. It's good on your behalf for the people that that you try to reach out and talk to them. I know one in particular, or a couple in particular that you're actually talking about. I'm not, I'm not gonna mention. And I'm
Right.
aware of it, especially at these days. Like some of the trolling, some of the stuff that goes on up here just amazes me because not the I'm saying some we said I'm trying to save the planet type of person, but with all of the
Right.
stuff that's going on in the world right now, why are you adding fuel to the fire with the nonsense that people do each and every day? It's beyond me.
Right.
But a lot of people need attention, and that's what you see up here on these platforms. And it's just the role reversal is just so dynamic that it doesn't make any sense between the men being women and the women being men. The dynamic of that is just something else. Because all you see is a bunch of men arguing and gossiping every day and making things about one another weeks, months. They're still arguing about the same thing, and it's ridiculous. Mainly because what the art form's supposed to be is art or some type of content that means something. But since they don't have it or they don't believe in themselves and their own talents, they rather just go on a negative vibe with the things that they can present to us.
No, that's an actual fact. And like you said, that most of these people or all of these people do something, do what they do for attention. They're trying to get some type of message across. They're trying to say, hey, look at me, I'm over here. So they will do certain things, even if it's trolling. I mean, putting out fake paperwork, doing whatever they do on different people to get noticed and bring that attention over to them. And and it's reckless. It's reckless where you could be using this internet thing, you could be using this YouTube thing for a greater purpose, to get your message out, to inspire people. But you have people that's using it and they like killing themselves. Like you can use a knife to chop an apple, and you can also use a knife to kill yourself if you're using it wrong. Anything you use in a wrong manner, you're gonna hurt yourself with it and hurt others.
Nice analogy. I got you. I mean, and that's definitely a fact, man. And I also, like I said, that's why I try to like cut down some of the nonsense and we all have fun at the same time. But even on a positive level of moving further on this platform, and that's what you're supposed to come out here for, is to look for growth. And people don't understand, especially the ones that have talent, is like you don't never know who's watching or who's listening on these platforms. For you to be wasting your talent and wasting your time doing dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Because I believe that, like, the way that this thing works, I was just telling a friend of mine earlier that, since we started, like, with the fun that we used to have on another channel and stuff like that, the entertainment values, even if it's ratchet, the people like some of the stuff to be up here. If more people was like hip, that we have platforms from Minds to Grown Man Talk to Tommy D's channel to like all the different varieties, even down to the ratchet joint. It's a lot of entertainment this out here. Even in like I said, within the community, within ourselves. And like I said, you don't know who's watching, who got a production company or who's a director or who's into what. So when you're up here doing stuff that a lot of people be doing, you only blowing opportunities for yourself and others that surround you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you said that because, like you said, you never know who's watching, and I think a lot of people, man, I see a lot of talented people here on this YouTube thing, but they want the like we're gonna go the quote unquote fame or the YouTube fame. They want it so quick, the celebrityism, and they go about it in the wrong manner, and they blow it. I was just watching who was it? From the Soul, and he was talking to the dude who choked out JoJo Simmons, and he was talking about how it went viral, but it actually messed up opportunities in his music career. So a lot of times, people just want to go viral. They want to do anything to go viral, and then they don't know that they're actually messing up the longevity part in their own career. And I'm watching people. I'm saying, wow, this little young brother is talented, but he's going about it in the wrong manner. This sister is talented. Like you got some people that tell false narratives instead of writing a book and being a storyteller. they rather get online and tell false narratives and putting themselves in danger when they could just write a book. You know?
Right, that was a good one. I got you. I was just keeping it, trying to keep up with the chat. Yeah, that's definitely great. The chat is definitely exploding over there as well. You can't see the chat at all, babe.
No, I got my other phone here, but I don't even want to mess nothing up. So I just was like, I'm just gonna focus on this. And if they got any questions or anything, I know you will relay them to me. And then I'll check it out later. And I'll check it out later. Tell them I said thank you for the love. And this is gonna be an ongoing thing. So any questions they got, man, they shoot them to you, and that's how we're gonna formulate our bills every Sunday or whatever.
Well, you heard them because we probably don't, we went off through a bunch of technical difficulties, and that's how we're going to probably keep this to y'all. There's probably going to be shows that's going to probably last like 45 to an hour and not go over, give you too much or too less. But like we said before, I know Yola always has something on mind. Yola, you have anything that you can offer us this morning? It has turned into this afternoon. Any of y'all to Pollo? I know Pollo, like I said on y'all later, Pollo will have a show if you're around Bay, most likely. I would like for y'all to just have a conversation with one another just because of the community work. I'm also listening to you, Knowledge Brewing. It's just that I'm doing a couple of things. I see what you're saying, it is good. I see what I can do. I ain't the most famous, but everybody's showing love now, and I have a lot of support for people in here now, like Six, all of you, Yola, Tommy D. Like I said, a lot of you. I see you coming up in here, Che. Thanks for coming, brother. Like I said, if anything's, once again, it's on your mind, that's what we want to do. That I was like how I got it now, I wanted to kind of keep it that it be me and Bade. It's on the panel, but I want y'all. We want y'all influences and like what y'all would like to talk about to be kind of the main spill, as well as us coming with stuff to give y'all as well. So like I said, Yola or anybody that got something going on or think, saying in a positive way or whatever, just question us a few before we get out of here for now. Go ahead, Dave. You got something to say? We'll probably get a few more minutes.
I just want to give a shout out to Knowledge Born, who is this, like you said, the Polo Show, Little Mario, a Friendly Extortion, everybody in the chat. I can't read them all right now. I don't want to mess nothing up. But I just want to say, for all the people that's doing positive things, keep doing it. Connect with one or two people that got connections with one or two people. The small groups are the powerful ones. And just keep doing what you're doing, man. No matter what anybody say, just keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna pay off, man. Or we see, I see a lot of people, and somebody had mentioned it in the chat, but I see a lot of people coming with the same, form of like the gossip thing, or they want to expose everybody. They want to blow everyone up. And I'm saying, who really has the time for all of that when you're doing community work? And I don't get mad at these people. I don't shame these people. I just watch them from afar. And you just put out your positivity. And a lot of times they gravitate towards it. And you just, tablik them, or you just spark them with the knowledge, and you just keep it going. That's all you can do. You can't get tied up into their lifestyle or what they're doing. It's exciting. It goes viral. But a lot of these people don't last long. We've seen one of the other brothers, I think he came from out of Queens or Brooklyn. He came with the channel where he was exposing everybody. And I think that one of his strong points was interviewing people. I think he was really good at interviewing people about that, the gang culture and all of that. But then when you start exposing people, right, people will play the same game that you play, and everyone has a little bit of dirt under their rug. So you're exposing people, then people start exposing you, then they start lying, and then you get caught up in the mud, because if you're playing in the mud, you're gonna get dirty. So now we see another channel comes where they're exposing people, and it's just it doesn't work, man. If you're gonna expose people for the positivity that they're doing. Put some exposure on the positivity. You know what I'm saying? So every chance I get on my Instagram, my Facebook, I always try to put, whether who it is. I know it's some people that they don't like this person, they don't like that person. But if I hear that person say something positive, I want to shine the spotlight on that, because it's so easy to talk about the negativity, and then it's just nasty work, man. So I like to shed the positivity, and I like to get with positive people that's doing positive things, because it's going to make me a better person. And when you're around people like that, is no room for error. And if you do mess up, they're gonna pull you up in a positive way, not shame you and put the spotlights on your weakness. And then now everybody's cracking jokes, and we see that, whether it's the brother Scheme, this person, that person. We need to be out here helping these people, and if we can't help them, then we send them in the direction where they could get some type of professional help. You know what I mean?
Right, I got you. That was well said, brother. I mean, it's a lot of things going on, and that's what he's saying. We need to work in the ways of positivity, and I'm just blessed with like having y'all as certain people that's around me. Like I said, see Tommy, for people dealing with addiction and recovery, and talking to them every day. You know what I'm saying? The Pollo show, the same, trying to, and not like I said, these guys like Tommy and Pollo, they're not just talking it; they be out there doing stuff as well. And for me, like at least I can just talk it up, but I'm not telling people I'm gonna do something that I'm not gonna do. If I said, then I'm gonna get it done. But I like that at least spark the conversation, or have these conversations that can start to something, and network with people and put people together that are likes, that are already on a mission to continue to do what they stuff. And then
T, you hear me, T? I have even
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I never did drugs a day in my life, but I sat in drug groups, and I have learned something. You know what I'm saying? So we can learn something from anybody, and a lot of times it's the people that you think you can't learn from that you learn the most from, because they've been through so much that they can kind of give you advice about certain things that you don't even have to go through if you listen to their advice.
Right, I feel you. That's ill that you did that. I mean, that's the same way when I used to be doing my 1-2, be on the block. I used to be like that and telling other cats too, like, yo, don't disrespect that person because they're getting high or whatever. Or if they say something to you, think that they can't give you no knowledge. It's a reason why that person's there, and they ain't always been in that situation that they've been in. And some of them, we seen their downfalls right in front of our eyes. So, that, they have something to say to you, that you should just take heed to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing, because I've never really heard of somebody you said that's sitting up in a program. I see you, Call James. Thanks for coming through. Yeah. So
Once I started learning, like after being in the streets and getting out of the streets, like around 25, 26. So I kind of got in early and got out early, but one of the I noticed I started learning more when I started putting myself around people that I normally wouldn't hang out with or put myself around. That's when I started learning, hanging down in Manhattan, hanging down in the city. I mean, these people was like really motivated. I was going to Apex Tech, right there. I think what was that, 19th Street, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was like 19th Street, 21st Street. And I was going to Apex Tech, but putting myself around these people that I normally wouldn't put myself around, they was the ones that was winning, man. These people was, teaching you how to do electrician, this, that, and the third, when I'm used to being with people that's on the block. And even a lot of people that's on the block is very smart and very intelligent. But once you get a certain age, and I'll say in your mentality, not really in your physical, but you get a certain age, mentally wise, you start looking at what's really important to you in life. You know what I'm saying? Is this important? The fast money, the easy women, because many of them women out there, they're naive. That's it. They're just naive people. They're getting used, having, popping out babies, being naive. So is this important to you, or taking care of your children, leaving a legacy, having a roof over your head? You start to think, what's important to me? You know what I mean?
Definitely fact. I also want to read what Friendly said. It is important that I definitely don't want to miss out that he said. So he's saying is not only women have to be careful in the social media thing, but men also have to be careful because of men stalking other men and men stalking women. It's insane.
Right.
That was a mouthful, Friendly. But Friendly also get it. I'll give him a shout out because a lot of times he even had topics like last month that sometimes just go under the water, under the bridge. And that's positive thought right there, Friendly, that we have to put out there that we need to protect these women. It's too many, too much across America right now. That's like some copycat bullshit that's going on, just beating up on women, and like there's no like remorse for it. And that is crazy. I don't see when men, young boys, or anybody has gotten to the point that beating up on women and young girls is cool. The shit is like out of hand. And a good again, the shit that we and Friendly been on, and then that tape recording is just killing me. All the best thing that anybody can do is tape record, seeing malicious things taking place to people, regardless of what gender or color or creed. You just seeing shit take place wrong. You know what I mean? I know in certain situations, mind your business where you don't know what's going on, but certain things are just out of hand and just ridiculous. And all a motherfucker can do is pick up a phone and start taping it.
That's true.
That's true.
And you know, a lot of these young brothers are trying to find their manhood. So they think that by finding their manhood, they kill another brother. You know, they sexually conquer another woman. You know, terrorize their neighborhood. And you know, I'm not going to blame this all on the drill music. I'm here in the Bronx. I'm not going to blame it on that, but this is how these brothers feel like they're going to find their manhood, because everyone is in the search of something higher than themselves, and they're going about it the wrong way. So when I see the young brother, what's his name, K Flock, and these young brothers locked up, I say, wow, man, someone has taught them and pointed them in the wrong direction. So by flocking another brother or shooting another brother down, they feel like they're a man. You know what I mean? Now you have this culture where if you don't go to jail for a body, then you ain't that dude. And that's crazy, because you're willing to prove something to some people who don't even know you, don't give a damn about you, and spend the rest of your life in jail just to be called a real N-word. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's insane. And it got ridiculous, man. The levels are cool. I told somebody this a while ago, man. I just feel sorry for that demographic. Those people, those kids, it's like, you know, what, 23 and under. It's just a bad environment. Like, if you ain't a part of that, you a bitch, you a sucker, or whatever. And it's different. Like, our peer pressure compared to theirs is totally different. It's a whole different ball game. And then, like you
But you
said,
know the
then you
messed
got people who's our age that tear it on and is not willing to be men. And
that's what I was about to say. You know
go
the
ahead.
messed up thing is you got a lot of older brothers that's getting caught up in that, man. That's getting caught up in that same thing where you know, they're trying to be hip, like these young cats walking around with a gun on them. You're 50 years old with grandkids and you're still catching 10-year bids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, that's foolish. And instead of like someone was saying that these young brothers, they're not going to listen to you. And but I think it's all how you go about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying preach to them every chance you get, because they're definitely gonna cross the street when they see you. But you just you tell them certain things that you would tell your son or your nephew, and you let it plant a seed. You know what I mean? Because there's things that older cats was telling me that actually, when I got into a certain state of mind, that I remembered. I was like, oh snap! And then I'm able to take that jewel and incorporate it into my life to make it a little bit better. So they don't forget what you're saying to them. I think it's how you go about it. You don't come at them like you're so far removed from them and they're so below you. But it's just what you say. You drop a little jewel and you keep it moving. You give them something to think about. Because when you start preaching to them and you start talking like down on them, then they're definitely not going to listen to you. So
Right. Because you can't, like I even said, it's just like when it comes to how we feel about their music and stuff, it's not for me, but it's like do we even give it a chance? I even thought about this. We even give it a chance. It's not for me, but not all of it.
Yeah,
It's some jingles. I can groove to some of them. It's like you said, the way you come across them. You don't point them down or just automatically. Because remember that in a way, some of that stuff used to happen to us when we was young. Older women, older people would see us
no,
and
no,
just
check it.
we're all,
Check it
huh?
out. It's a lot of truth in the music. You know, it's a lot of truth in the music, whether it's the drill music, Little Dirk, whoever. It's a lot of truth in it, just like it was a lot of truth in the music that Little Kim was talking about. I mean, it just might have not have been our cup of tea or this sister's cup of tea or that brother's cup of tea, but it was a lot of truth in what Little Kim was saying because it was going on. You know, it was going on in the hood. You know, it was going on in these certain environments and things like that. So it's definitely some truth in it. You know what I'm saying? I just like my son. You know, my son is 21. He has a girlfriend. And sometimes he might make remarks about other women, but I don't participate in that. I let him know that, listen, man, you got a woman at home, and I don't participate. Be like, wow, that this woman looks nice, she looks good, and I act like I don't hear him. I don't participate in it. So that's just like some of these older cats. They're participating in what's going on.
Oh yeah. Right, you're right.
I'm sorry.
You're right. No, I got you. I was just listening, adding on it. Like you said, that is crazy that a lot of people would just carry on and instead of not saying that he's wrong, but just leaving the subject alone. And like you said, he would pick up on it that when he tries to do that, that you don't mess with it. And it's the reason why you don't mess with it. Eventually he'll know to just stop talking to you about those type of things.
Right.
They're living in a whole different culture, and that's what I said. In a way, it's kind of messed up because it's a big gap between them and us, and it's some of the things you can't even fault them because it's a lot of misguidance. And like I said, a lot of the quote unquote big homies and stuff, they look bad. They're out there doing things. They either follow us or they look bad. So they're gonna listen to the ones that look bad, running up on them, asking them for money and stuff. Uh, or the dudes just dressing and looking like them, trying to be them. They don't have respect for that.
Yeah, because like they was talking about the whole Takashi 69 thing. They was talking about the whole Takashi 69 thing and different young brothers that's getting the bag, right? You got these older brothers that they're not getting to the bag. They're not risking their freedom like that. They got 3 felonies. So they're trying to use these young brothers and they're doing anything to like kind of cater to them. They basically kissing their ass and catering to them because they feel like if they tell them what's right, then the young brothers might cut them off the bag and they don't get the bag no more and they might be messed up. And you got this going on in all different environments, Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, out of town, out of state, probably in different countries. These older cats is leading the young brothers astray because they want that bag. These young brothers got these young females, they got the bag, they got the nice cars. So they're piggybacking off of that and they don't want to do anything that's going to get themselves cut off the bag. And that's like being a vulture. That's being a vulture to the young brothers, you know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff you got to work on. So that's why it's always definitely room for improvement and conversation with one another on building such as we have here. So like I said, on the last lap, let me see here. The Pollo Show, like I said, he said that follow him on IG or whatever, or I can swing or text you a number. Like I said, chat before we get out of here. Yola, Tommy, would y'all like to say something or ask a question before we get out of here? And also before we go, like I said, we're gonna do this continuously. And Bey has his own channel, his own platform as well, which is spelled the same way that it's on the screen, is right?
Yeah. Same way. Yep. Yeah, same way to see it on the screen. Cosmology Bey on Instagram, Cosmology Bey on Facebook, and also on YouTube. And same content. I like to I put up short clips. You know, short clips is my thing. And even when I put up short clips of myself, I just try to give people something to think about and to where they can add on And that's basically just my spill. You know what I mean? I'll give some people things that they can think about and they can take with them day by day.
Okay. Everybody said what they had to say. They don't have no questions. They acting baby shy right now. Well, I say
We'll be back. We'll be back around next week. And
right,
anything they got to say, they can always relate to you, and you
right.
get it to me.
Okay, that's cool. So we're gonna do it like this. This is the first episode of let's say coffee coffee table talk with History and Bay. I think all of y'all appreciate all of y'all for being here and holding it down and having all the information. This is probably one of those times where I'm gonna go back and have to read the chat. I appreciate all of y'all. And like I said, we'll come back again next week with something. And everybody that's been just come around me during the week and another live or something like that, just holler at me and tell me if you can think about something that we could talk about next week, y'all. And for now, all right, yeah. For now, and also, we're gonna do part one of I have an interview with Miss Playful tonight, y'all. So I'll be back later on tonight, and I need
That's
y'all
really
to
good.
I need y'all to pull up for that action packed thriller, part one of I think I called it Dusk, Dawn, and Sunlight in the life of Miss Playful. So get ready for that, y'all. Until then, got to get it right, baby. Thanks, babe. I'll see you next week, dog.
All right, peace, man. Thanks for having me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Peace and love.
Peace.